All right, guys. Welcome. Talk Before You Run podcast. We back. I know we took a little bit of a hiatus. We've been gone for a little while, but yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. I know.
I thought you died for a second.
Well, no, we didn't die. I mean, we still been here. We still been, streaming on other platforms. Well, yeah, but I've been dead inside for a long time. Streaming on other platforms and stuff like that. But there's just been a lot of things here and there over the last few weeks that just kind of made it to where things were hard to get lined up. Hopefully, now we got our ducks.
Line up.
Yeah, now we got our ducks in a row. Hopefully, for the most part, maybe we'll see. Yeah, so we're back. Okay, so
Bevno's finally back.
yeah, Vevno's finally back. This is the first time he's been on a podcast in like 2 months.
Hey, well, not too much.
Close to it. It's been probably almost a month since we've posted one, and then you wasn't in the last 3. That's close to 2 months, bud.
Holy shit, you're right. Well, I've been doing stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything's just kind of falling a little wacky and stuff like that, but we're going to try to get ourselves back, at least running in a straight, well, not running, because Lord knows I don't run anywhere, but we're going to casually speed walk in a straight line, hopefully. Look, I'm just going to say it like this. If I'm running, you better hope to God you're faster than me, because that means something's chasing me. And it's something that I can't beat and or eat, so you better hope to God you're quicker than me. But yeah, so we're going to try to hopefully start doing everything back to, on a normal weekly basis like we should be doing, like we should have been doing from the beginning. Pineapple has now solidified, for the most part, her permanent role here in the podcast. It's kind of unexpected, but we're glad to have you on a more permanent basis.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay, Switch.
Why'd you say it like that, Switch?
What do you mean?
Switch. Okay, I see how it is.
What? No, that was me being sincere.
I was fixing to say, if Switch was being sarcastic, there would have been a joke at the end of it.
Exactly.
Well, I'm a joke, so it kind of went with it.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're kind of all jokes, so.
Yeah. Especially me.
Well, yeah, Ferno's the biggest joke, but
Yeah.
his is just, he's the big joke that's not that funny.
Aww.
He's like the, I don't know how you'd put that. He's like the dad joke that everybody already knows the punchline to. But he's reliable. Always good to bring out in parties. So works for me.
I was gonna make a joke, but that was a really dark one.
Go for it. Dark
Just not one
jokes,
to bring out
light
in
jokes, white jokes, they're all welcomed.
Is that why you're here?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember what I was gonna say anymore. You distracted me.
The train has left the station.
It was something about
No other
you
trains
don't
left
bring
the
out in
station.
public. I don't know.
Oh, just not during school shootings either.
Ooh. I could see Ferno being the one to do it.
Use a Logitech Xbox controller.
Get.
Let's talk about that.
No.
We need to talk about that.
His batteries are gonna run out halfway through.
Disconnect.
Oh Lord.
Anyone got any AA
How you
battery?
gonna breathe with no air?
Oh, I was gonna say something, but it's kind of
Risque?
I was gonna
Racist?
be- Yeah. Anyways,
Moving on.
I was waiting. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I was like wholeheartedly waiting to see if he was gonna say it still.
Right?
I was about to get on him. Oh man, that's funny. But
Sounded
no,
excited for a second.
he's finally growing up.
Before we get into the topic, I just have a question for y'all.
Yes.
Would y'all willingly, being right of mind, would y'all willingly step into a coffin that's locked from the outside?
Is this
Hell
coffin
no.
going in the ground?
No, it's going in the water.
So it's a coffin, and I'm getting locked inside.
Yeah, but we have 5 people that already did that.
Right. Well, that's why I'm asking. If you're sane, and I'm assuming you all are.
No, there's no way.
Me neither. Locked from the outside and no promises of being able to get out.
Yeah, you couldn't pay me to do that, but let alone, and the topic that we're fixing to talk about, these people paid to do it.
And they allegedly read a piece of paper that listed all of the risks for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they signed their name on it. I'm sorry, but if you're putting me in a coffin or anything, a submarine or whatever, that locks from the outside and wanting me to sign my rights to sue your butt away for any kind of accident, I'm gonna look at you and tell you to smoke another one.
I totally agree.
Yep.
And now to switch over away from like the joking and stuff like that, it is something that's sad that did happen, unfortunately. Even though they did know the risk going down there, I mean, at the same time, knowing the risk, you still think that that's just not gonna happen.
Right.
But unfortunately, it did. And Switch, you are right, because I did read it. They did find debris from the submarine.
Yeah,
About
1,600 feet away.
Yeah, about 2 hours ago, I believe that it was reported that they did find the debris and that there was no survivors to the Titanic submarine that went missing. What was it? A couple days ago?
Something like that. I'm not
I
exactly
think
sure.
4 days ago.
Yeah,
I didn't even know what was going on until I want to say yesterday.
yeah. See, and this is it's the same with me. I kept seeing all these, and it's kind of. I mean, I laugh at them. I'm gonna go to hell. I already know that because I laugh at them. But I kept seeing all these memes about me getting mad at the game, throwing the controller, and everybody else in the submarine. It's a picture of somebody freaking out,
Right?
and I kept
I see
seeing
that.
that, and I'm like, this don't make any sense. What's the point of this? This don't make any sense. And then, of course, I find out yesterday that that's what it is that they're talking about. They're talking about the Titanic submersible that went to go down to explore the Titanic wreck, and it was controlled by a Logitech Xbox controller.
Man, they should have just paid Cameron, James Cameron, to do it. He's already done it.
Or they should have just bought an actual Xbox controller.
Or just used an unmanned one.
That too.
I think that's what James Cameron did. I'm not sure.
Use the controller at all.
Well, no, they shouldn't have.
Bro,
Dude, okay.
sensitivity on it.
Yeah, they
They
should
got
have
their
used mouse
submarine
and
from
keyboard. What's
North
wrong with these people?
Oh, God.
Everybody knows mouse and keyboard would have been better. But no, I seen a video earlier today that was showing like I'm not how to explain it, but it was like a tour of this. It was literally a tube that they were calling a submarine. The toilet was one of them things that they give you in the hospital whenever you got to piss in it.
Oh,
Bedpan.
Yeah, bedpan.
No, it wasn't a bedpan. It was the jug where they measure it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, that was their toilet.
Is there a curtain at least?
No, it was all wide open. But there was 5 people that willingly got in this submersible that was untested, unverified, got in this and
Well-
tried to travel down to the Titanic.
It was tested
Well, it was tested.
several times.
Well, they tested it today.
There was
or
people
the other day.
before them that actually went down and survived, apparently.
Oh, so you're telling me that they used up the batteries too much?
That's what it is.
See,
They forgot to
personally,
charge
I
it.
keep an
Supposedly.
extra double A
Supposedly.
batteries on me everywhere I go.
Well, if this submarine imploded on this trip, I don't think it was tested before. Because from the
Okay,
video
if it
that I
imploded-
watched. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go. Ladies first.
Quit bouncing the brain cell back to me.
We're playing badminton.
If it imploded, from what I'm not, an expert when it comes to like water pressure and all that, but from what I know, it had to have imploded because it descended too quickly.
Or too far.
Like if they lost connection and it just went really fast down. So there's no way they could survive going down that fast and then their bodies coming up even faster, but they'd run out of oxygen as soon as they were released. Because they'd panic and just go, but that was a really bad thing to do. I'm sorry. You get my point though.
Yeah, we get
Well-
your point.
From what I understand,
Like-
going to that depth, it would have taken at least 8 hours just to be able to safely come back to the surface without having any adverse pressure issues.
Yeah, because
in-
if you
in
come
the
up
body.
if you come up too high, you could cause yourself to have like a brain aneurysm and stuff like that. It could
Yeah.
cause like a whole bunch of. That's why they have like these decompression chambers and stuff like that for
Yeah.
like these deep sea divers and stuff like that, like the ones that really go deep, like deeper than what just the normal human body can withstand. They have these decompression chambers for them to get in afterwards, and that's what that's for.
Or even like underwater welders.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is a
They do the
job
same
that
thing.
I was gonna do at one point in time, and then realized, not doing that.
And when you asked about the opinion of it, what did I say?
Well,
Nah.
it was something that I looked into, but I mean, I would do it. I mean, I would still do it.
I'd probably do it in freshwater, but not saltwater.
Well, to be honest with you, nowadays I don't even think I'd be able to pass because you got to be able to hold your breath for so long and stuff like that, and I probably couldn't do that.
Yeah, me neither.
But they required you to hold your breath for like a minute and a half. How many people out there could really hold their breath for a minute and a half, anyways?
Not me.
Pineapple, stop trying to hold your breath for a minute and a half. You gotta pass out. You're gonna kill off that one brain cell that we're all sharing. At least give it back
Oh,
to me
good.
first.
End my misery.
Oh man.
I make jokes like that. I apologize, but funny, haha.
No, not funny, ha. Funny, hee hee. Yeah, we gotta get the Michael Jackson line. Hee hee.
You made me double chin laugh.
I don't know what
like it.
I don't know what a double chin laugh is, but it sounds great.
But like when you laugh and it's because you like that's funny, but you like shrug your shoulders and bring your head back a little. Okay, hold on. I'll
Everybody,
send you-
throw your head back and point and laugh.
Stop. Hold on. I got the gift for it. Hold on.
Oh Lord. No, but yeah, like going back to that and all, I don't think, because these people paid money to go down there and do this, and don't get me wrong, if I had the money to spend, would I mind taking a trip down there to, see the wreckage of the Titanic? I'd like to do that in a submarine that I know would make it there and back.
Right?
I don't know. There's just too much stuff surrounding all of it that I just don't think that would have been a risk that I would be willing to take.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
me
saying? And then, I mean, looking at pictures of the submarine and stuff like that, hey, there's no way you wouldn't have paid me to get in that thing.
there wasn't enough room
Oh,
for me
boy.
by myself without having claustrophobia.
I mean, it looked like they took a porta potty and flipped it on its side.
So, when I was listening to this Florida newscast that was live streaming any updates they could get, it was said that there was enough room for one person at a time to stretch their legs out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Now,
that's
if it hadn't imploded and they were stuck at the bottom of the ocean waiting for rescue, wait a second. They said they heard every 30 minutes knocking.
Yeah, but they done debunked that to being something else.
But what?
That I don't know.
Because they I remember they said they claimed it was the Titanic just creaking. No, not in intervals of 30 minutes.
Yeah, but who sits
Like-
there and counts out 30 minutes and it goes?
When you
I
want to
mean,
be
if I-
rescued, you would.
If I get lost, I think the first thing I'd be counting is time. I'm gonna know how long you've been away for.
I
Yeah.
mean, they could have been wearing watches. I mean, they're
Mm.
billionaires. They probably had a watch on.
yeah.
So they could just go put a timer on for 30 minutes, knock, knock, because then that human made sound will be like, oh, what's this I'm hearing? And you're like, you have to investigate,
Well,
especially when you're looking for people.
just about everybody knows SOS.
Just about, but I bet you billionaires who have had everything given to them on a platter wouldn't.
Probably. I don't know.
So, I mean, if you're, well, the expert down there should have, but I mean, if everybody else is knocked out from lack of oxygen, you're the only one awake, and you're able to do that while conserving oxygen, I would believe it'd be done. But who says when it imploded? Because it could have imploded literally, like, let's say it was found 2 hours ago, the debris field. Let's say 4 hours ago is when the safety measures finally started to work and the balloons went up and it took them up too fast, and that's how they imploded.
I don't know if it would have imploded like that, though.
Not going up, maybe going down.
Because you'd be experiencing less pressure going up.
Yeah, you would end up with like decompression sickness, and I mean they'd probably all end up dying anyways.
Yeah.
Going down and having that pressure increase at an extreme rate would cause it to implode, but I don't think decompressing at an extreme rate would. Well, no, it would still do that because, and that's one of the things, when you're coming up too fast from that deep, is your blood vessels exploding.
It's the carbon monoxide in your blood starts to bubble. That's the best way I can put it, is it starts to bubble.
Okay, well then that takes that out of the.
And then you basically turned into a shaked up soda.
Pop the top on this mop.
If they imploded, then yeah.
I'm curious as to why they didn't have a tether hooked to a boat.
I
or
was curious
something.
about that too, because most
Right.
vessels like that have a tether.
Right. Well, I think when James Cameron went down there to make the movie Titanic, he had like an air tether as well as a tether. So like they didn't have to worry about oxygen. I think I could be mistaken.
Did you know they're actually recreating the Titanic so you can actually go on it? I
Ah,
wouldn't go in the winter.
Ain't
I saw
no
memes.
way I'm getting on that thing.
No.
I saw a
I-
meme when you
Titanic
pay.
is all
If
grade
it's like
2
the
for
cruise ships
zero.
now,
I don't want it to go.
well,
for
wait a
zero.
second. What Switch?
I saw a meme when you pay for the full Titanic experience and get it about the Titan submarine.
Oh lordy. But like, if it's like the cruise ships, like Carnival and whatnot, I've been on them. They're perfectly safe. If they make it like that sturdy, that well made, and it's a night tour, like it goes out, comes back same night. You have dinner on there, whatever. Cool, I'll do it. But I ain't staying a week on that thing.
As long as they don't tell me it's unsinkable.
Well, that's what I was fixing to say. Because, you know,
That's what my daddy said about his boat.
religious wise, we'll say it like this. They said that the Titanic was so safe, so well made that even God himself couldn't sink it.
That's asking for trouble.
Exactly.
God said, bet.
And then he says, well, I'm going to stick this iceberg right here. This man, look, God was up there playing Battleship, and he won. Okay?
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah, I'm not getting on a Titanic replica, because what if he's like, PTSD, Battleship again? I mean, I'm just saying, I can't, no, there's just not happening. I'm not getting on a Titanic replica ship.
The only replica ship I would want to be on anyway would be like a old style galleon.
Like the Mayflower.
Well, not the Mayflower. I don't remember the name.
Well, I
of
mean,
it,
you don't
but
even have to get on a replica ship. That thing's still in the water, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't know. They do have a replica of one Swedish galleon that they actually still use, as far as I know. And they even accept people to come aboard and help out on their trips. They still use it to make deliveries and whatnot.
Except people to come aboard. Yeah, they just want free labor.
Right. Well, they've got like a skeleton crew, so like it's fully crewed.
Hey, whoa. A skeleton
Or-
crew. I didn't know we was resurrecting the dead in this mug.
Right. Well, they've got this skeleton as in minimum. They've got the minimum crew to be able to operate it safely. Plus, it's got modernized engines on it and whatnot, just in case they get stuck in the water and whatnot. But I imagine it would be a fun learning experience.
Yeah, I'm going to learn that I don't want to get on one of those ships again. Especially if they're going to make me work.
Right. That wouldn't mind it.
I would. No, I say that, but I probably wouldn't mind it either. I remember when I was
Mayflower
younger.
scrapped for materials.
What?
The Mayflower was scrapped to materials.
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
I
I think all
remember
three of them were.
when I was younger, and I don't know if they still do it or not, but they used to, every year they had two ships that would come, like old, like they were the original ships that were like old trade ships that would come and it's in Terrebonne Bayou. They would
They were
come.
cutting what?
They would sail them into Terrebonne Bayou and park them under the twin spans. And one year for like a field trip for school, we actually went on the ships and like toured the ships and stuff.
That's nice.
It was cool. And then as a kid, it was even cooler. As an adult,
Right.
I'd think I'd have more fun though.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Let me touch it," and they'd be like, "No." I'd be like, "But I want to." But they
But I
were
wanna.
fully functional. I mean, completely original ships. I mean, they weren't no modernization to them or nothing at the time. Maybe they do now if they're even still a thing. But it was two ships. It was like sister ships basically. There was three of them, but one of them was sunk, and there was only two left, if I'm not mistaken. But like they were like historical. I don't remember what they were called, what the names of them were though. What's the Santa Maria? That's a ship,
That's-
right?
that's one of the 3 ships that sailed to America with Christopher Columbus. It was the Mayflower, Santa Maria, that one, and then another one.
What's the other one's name?
I don't know, but I call it Bob.
What's that ship called? Bob.
Yeah, going bub.
It's called Bob. I want to almost say that might have been what they were. I don't know why that name was what popped in my head. So that's what I'm going with. Not, it doesn't mean it's right. But that's what I'm going with. But that was a really cool experience. And what was that ship that they got in that museum in Sweden or wherever it was, Switch, that you
The
had sent us?
Vesa.
The Vesa?
Yeah.
I'd like to go see something like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I've been on warships. That's cool. Like naval ships.
Yeah.
There was actually my stepbrother worked on the crew that actually
was
brought it.
The Mayflower, the Nina Pinky, and the Santa Maria.
I want to say the Santa Maria and the other one was the 2 ships that I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure. I'm about
I'm gonna go see if a baby's been born
99.9%.
yet.
Okay. But there's a battleship in Vicksburg, Mississippi that we went, and I'd say they turned it into like you could go on it and tour it and stuff like that. I mean, you could tour the entire ship. Like there's nothing that's off limits. What's that?
There was 4 ships. It was the Mayflower, the Nina, the Pinta, and the
Nina.
Santa Maria. The Nina. The other one sink, and you got the other 2, like Santa Maria and something else.
I think so. I'm not even 100% sure at this point.
All right.
But so my brother actually, my oldest brother worked on the crew that towed that ship to Vicksburg.
Oh, nice.
Like whenever he was working on the tugboats. But we did when we went to Vicksburg, because this is a couple years back or whatever. My daddy is in a band, and they was playing a tent revival up there. So we had went up there, and one of the days we had did like a bunch, because they got all kinds of like Civil War museums and stuff like that all around there. They got the place that you can go do the the Battle of Vicksburg and stuff like that. Man, that is some really, really cool stuff. I mean, we probably went into every one of them things that we could think of. And then it's all free. All of it's free.
So I remembered the name of the ship. I can't properly pronounce it because it's Sweden. I think it's like Gothenburg, but it's named after the town in Sweden.
Gutenberg.
It's the world's largest ocean-going wooden sailing ship and an 18th century replica of the original Gothenburg that sank outside of Gothenburg in 1745. Although when they say sank, it didn't really like go to the bottom. They like ran aground. She is with traditional methods. She is fully working sailing ship with a rich history and vibrant atmosphere. After a year-long expedition around Europe, visiting 19 ports and welcoming 90,000 visitors on board, they're back at home port for all summer as part of the city's 400-year jubilee. They're still opening. They're still open and welcoming visitors. And if you're in Sweden and you're wanting to go by, their open hours are 17th of June through 20th of August, 11 to 1700 hours. August 26th, 11 to 1700 hours. The 2nd and 3rd of September, 11 to 1700 hours. Guided tours will leave every 30 minutes. The last tour at 1600. Twice a day, we offer guided tours in English. Nice.
In English.
Yeah.
That's cool. especially considering it's a guided tour. Guided tours are
Yeah.
always fun.
Yeah.
Like some people find that to be boring. I find that to be so cool.
Right.
It's
I want to say it's 20 years old, the new replica, and they've been running it for about 20 years, but it also took like 20 years to rebuild.
so
Hmm?
one of the coolest things that I remember doing. You know what a duck is, right? Not like the animal duck, but the military vehicle.
No.
So it's a military vehicle that could go on land and in the water. It's really really cool, but I don't remember where it was we were at. Maybe in San Antonio. I think it was. I could be wrong, but they had a tour in this in the duck. So they'd put, I don't know, 20, 30 people in this thing, and they would take you through the streets, and then they had a dock that they drove off into the water, and then they took you on a tour through the water and then back up onto the streets and then back where you started. But that was awesome.
Duck DUKW apparently used in
Yeah.
World War II.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it like
Looks
is it
like
like
what
open?
they it looks like what they used in D-Day
Oh, okay.
to transport goods and personnel onto the beach.
Yeah. The thing, it was cool. It was
Yeah.
fun.
You think someone with like PTSD saw one of those? You think they'd freak out?
Maybe.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Depends on what their PTSD triggers are.
I mean, it'd probably trigger somebody if they was riding down the road in that thing, and all of a sudden you started shooting a gun at people. That might would it might would trigger people.
Yeah.
I don't even have PTSD. It triggered me. But no, that was fun. That was cool. But I want to say it was in San Antonio, but I'm not 100% sure about that now. But I'm pretty sure it was. Cuz like they took you when you got in the water, they took you on like the tour like right next to the seawall. So I'm pretty sure that's in San Antonio. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. See, another thing I'd like to do. See, even like here in the town that I live in, they got like a little military museum. It's not much of anything really, but it's. I've never been in there. I kind of want to go, but being how it's not much. I mean, it's like one small building with. I mean, they got a plane and stuff, so I mean, I guess it'd be kind of cool. But in New Orleans, they got the National World War II Museum, which is gigantic. It is ginormous. And it's expensive to get into. But I would really, I mean, for years I've been wanting to go and do that. I just never gotten the time to go and do it. Cuz like it's one of those tours that, I mean, it's an all day thing.
Mhm.
Cuz it's in a big skyscraper. Not really a skyscraper, but it's a big old building, but you go through there and that's what it is. I've done a I can't say that I've been in a lot of like museums and stuff like that, but I mean I would love to. Like I would love to go to like the Smithsonian and stuff like that and go see all the.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, even if it's just to walk through, because you know I can't read, so can't read the little placards, but you know just to walk through and take pictures.
Right. There's so much in the Smithsonian. I doubt I'd be able to look at it all in one day.
No, I think like to do the Smithsonian is definitely like a couple days at least,
Yeah.
and that's even probably walking through it quickly.
Right. Wonder if we'd be able to meet Bones.
I mean, I'm just trying to have like a night at the museum
Oh, right.
type thing going.
I
Wanna.
went to the museum, like the museum
Mhm.
Uh,
in New York. Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
went
the
over there. I
Smithsonian.
went, I went inside it, bro.
I
Did you
thought
get to?
this.
I got flashbacks, bro.
I
You know,
thought
like
the
the
Smithsonian
dinosaur
was in DC.
from the night in the museum.
No, the Smithsonian.
I don't know which museum it is. It's right next to Central Park.
I'm pretty sure that the Smithsonian is the one in the Night in the Museum, which is in New York.
I thought it was in DC.
I don't know. Google.
Yeah, that's I am. Yep. Yeah, it's 1000 Jefferson Drive, Southwest Washington, D.C.
All right, we'll figure out if that's the same museum that was in the Night of the Museum.
No, because that one's in New York.
Well, what's the one in New York called?
A museum.
All right, smartass.
I'm just gonna look up a map because I know where it's at.
American Museum of Natural History.
That's it. That's where it is.
American Museum of Natural History.
It's
Yep.
right next to the Central Park. When
All
you
right, well,
watch
that's the
game.
one that I want to go to.
Yeah,
I
but
want to go to both.
dinosaurs that like hunt him down over
Mhm.
here are right there. I got like massive flashbacks.
I mean, I want to go to both of them too, but I want to go to that one so I can meet Robin Williams.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works, but you know.
Me
Oh,
neither.
and definitely do not mention the movie to any of the workers because they get pissed.
Oh, I'd go in there and I'd mention it to every one of them. I'd walk in there and be like, "Where's Dum Dum? Bring me Gum Gum." I mean,
It took me like 2 hours to find that. It's like at the bottom level.
yeah, that'd be the first thing I said whenever I walk in there. I'd be like, "All right, where's this sucker's bone? I'm trying to play catch."
Hey,
Hey,
I got food.
lucky.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh, motherfucker.
not-
I told you to get food.
I'll get it eventually. Maybe. Now we talking about going to see Night of the Museum, the actual museum.
So, was it the National Geographic Museum?
American History. Wow, hold on.
Or that one?
The National Museum of American History.
American Museum of Natural History.
Oh, that one. We're gonna get it right eventually.
That's right. Yeah, it's not the
At some point.
There,
Smithsonian.
and I still don't even know.
The
Yeah, but do
Smithsonian.
not mention the movie to the workers. So literally just walk away from it.
The Smithsonian is where they based the TV show Bones off of.
Bones.
Yeah, about a anthropologist who teams up with an FBI agent.
Yeah, Bones.
Yep, it's amazing.
Yeah, great show.
Yeah, it's the guy.
Great show.
You got the guy that plays in it that plays in that other show.
Yeah, and he's from
Yeah,
that
that
one
one.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He lives in that one place, but he played on that show and the other show. That's how I know him.
David Boreasnian? No.
He's the same guy that plays in Angel.
Yeah, he is Angel. Yeah. That's where I know him from.
He's played in other stuff too, but I can't remember. Those are the only two that come to mind whenever I think of him.
He played the bad guy in like Bloody Valentine or something like that. Some kind of horror movie about Valentine's Day.
My Bloody Valentine?
That might be it. Yeah.
I don't think that's the same person. I don't believe so. Maybe it was a different show about Valentine's Day. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of horror movies.
I do. I like me some horror movies. I like watching horror movies with certain people. I like watching people freak out.
Speaking of that, there's a couple I want to watch.
That's weird. Why would you want to watch a couple?
Yeah.
Stalker.
I never knew you were into voyeurism.
Mm. Says that just as I stuff food in my mouth. Almost choked on it.
I'm sorry. Don't do that. That's no
It's
good.
okay. It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
What?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Don't worry. No.
If you make a dick joke, it better be a good one.
No, they were good ones, but I keep my comments to myself. I am a good
I will
good
tell
kid.
Cade that you're talking about his wiener.
I don't care. Tell him.
He'd probably like it anyways.
Probably. That's my boo
Knowing you and
thing.
him.
That's my boo thing right there.
Yeah, I don't have a husband anymore.
Yeah, I just
He's
have a
continuously
boyfriend.
Stolen from me. No. I guess this was like a husband wives or what is it? Brother wives, husbands things.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what situation we're in right now.
I know I've just seen similar things on certain websites, but it's.
Help me step brother.
Now
I'm
I know what you look up.
What are you doing, step bro? Oh Lord.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
51st Street?
What?
I think Ferno's still stuck on the museum thing. He's got a slow processor, okay?
No, I was trying to figure out where I was staying at, but
Goldfish
I
brain.
forgot where I was staying at.
Oh, when you
At
were
that
in
place.
New
Yeah. That's not.
York?
If you,
It was the Hilton, wasn't it? Because
No.
we said something about Paris Hilton.
no. With the
Radio.
Paris Hilton thing was where Beaker's girlfriend works.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Yeah, she works at the Hilton Hotel.
Yeah.
She's the manager.
Is that where?
It's just hard to keep Paris Hilton off my mind.
Oh, maybe about 10, 15 years ago, might would have been a little bit harder to keep her off my mind, but these days, it's pretty easy.
Wait, 55th. What?
Huh?
Who?
Now that I thought about it, I can't not look it up.
What's that hotel that was in the movie? Not Honey, I forget. Wow, brain fart. Home Alone 2.
Oh, I have no idea.
Was it the Waldorf?
I don't know. I was never a big fan of the Home Alone movies.
Mm.
I believe that one's abandoned now.
Oh, really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Hold on. I believe I put it in as one of the ones I wanted to talk haunted history.
Oh,
Once I
wow.
get that started. I just definitely advertised myself.
It's all good.
Free shout outs.
It's okay, you guys are definitely being forced to be involved.
I'll be in 2 podcasts. Works for me.
2 podcasts, 1 mic.
It's Home Alone 2, isn't it?
Yeah, with the special
It's the
guest.
Plaza.
Oh, the Plaza. Donald Trump was a guest in that movie.
Yep.
He had a cameo, I should say.
Mister, where's the front desk?
Yeah, it's funny
Sure.
because nowadays, like in all these movies, like the amount of cameos that they put in these movies. Which one was it?
It was
That was
881st Street.
I'm still on that.
No, what was it? Oh, yes,
He's
it
still
was.
on it.
I was
told
looking
you
at the
guys.
wrong side of the map. My fault.
Well, nobody cares.
You'll like Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Beverly Hills Cop?
Believe so.
I don't remember if it was 1 or 2, but George Lucas had a cameo in it.
Huh.
Him and his wife. It was the one with the park. I want to say 2.
I don't think I watched 2.
Let's see.
I
'cause-
wanted to bring up a subject.
Okay.
Not quite sure if you guys want to go along with this one, but churches.
Absolutely not. My feet burn. Joking.
It couldn't be no worse than the church that
Okay.
burned.
I found it.
Oh yeah.
My fault.
Ferno just now found it. Okay.
Yeah, we done got
It
to the
was
point to where we're ignoring him.
It was in Washington Heights. That's my fault, chat.
Wait, who are we ignoring?
That's my fault, chat.
That guy.
Okay.
Oh, I don't
Um.
remember.
Anyways,
Why are we ignoring?
so at work, we got onto the subject of church because I had made a comment that my church that I love to go to, we have snack time.
Ooh.
After praise and worship, we have snack time. And it's some pretty good snacks. It's really what got me going to the church, if I'm gonna be honest. My
Let me
fat
get-
ass said snacks.
Let me ask you a question. Do you get hungry again after eating these snacks?
No?
Oh, then that's the wrong church for me.
I get hungry when I get home. And I
Oh,
smoke a little.
okay.
Speaking of which, where's my pen? Found it. We got onto that subject because my church recently started giving out chocolate covered espresso beans. And they have
Ooh.
their own like coffee that they sell. It's really cheap too. It's called Harvest Blend because it's Harvest Church. Love my church. Love it to death.
Well, I guess so. It gives you
Ooh,
snacks.
I choked. Feed me snacks and I'll love you forever. Stop feeding me snacks and then I'll cry.
She'll still love you forever. She'll just cry.
Yeah. I'm too soft-hearted. Anywho. So we got on the subject of like, is my church weird? Or people weird in my church? I mean, some people worship different than others, and I'm not like everyone else where I'm gonna judge you for having a different preference on your religion. If you don't believe, if you believe in something else, I don't care. Be happy with whatever the hell you believe. But I will not stand
I will
for the
sit.
hooting and hollering. I cannot handle the hooting and hollering.
You ain't never been in a
Like you
Pentecostal
yelling
church
over
before.
the pastor.
Mhm.
Huh?
I said you've never been in a Pentecostal church.
That's what I was getting to. So they started talking about the Pentecostal church. And one of my coworkers told a story, and I'm not going to repeat it because if you know what a Pentecostal church is, you know exactly how it goes down. Small room, about 25 people, and everybody's going crazy. And I mean, worship Jesus. Go for it. Go, honey. Do it. Just, I will not be there.
Mhm.
Too damn loud for me. I'm sorry.
She likes them quiet churches.
Or I'm singing. I love to sing. And if I could sing at the top of my lungs in front of a whole bunch of people and them not give a shit, I'm going.
Wait, what did
I don't care what music
did
it
you
is.
say your church name was?
Harvest
We'll
Church.
talk about that later.
New Life Harvest Church?
I don't know if there's that part
off
to it.
Road and Baker Avenue?
I don't even know the freaking address to my church.
Stop being weird, Bevno. That's my job.
What did you say it was?
New Life Harvest Church?
No, that's not it.
Is there an old life Harvest Church?
Probably.
If there's a new
In
one,
the
there got to be an
afterlife.
old one.
Yeah, you would think.
So, anyways, on the Pentecostal, I was sitting there, and you know how like when people say they're speaking in tongues, and I do
Mhm.
believe there's some people that speak in tongues, but then you have the people who fake it. What if they're just channeling their inner Donnie from the Thornberries?
Oh my god.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
You know what
Yeah,
the
that's what I wanna
Thornberries
talk about.
is, Bevno, right?
What?
You know who the wild Thornberries are, right?
Hold on, let's close out of Discord. What'd you say?
You do know who the wild Thornberries are, right?
I don't know.
I didn't think so.
He's too young. Kick him out.
Gotta remember, Ferno's only 15.
Right?
Yup.
So uncultured.
Puberty hit this boy with the truck.
What?
you
Puberty
ain't never,
hit you like a freaking truck.
you ain't never seen his face before.
You've only seen half of mine.
No, I've seen your full face before, and the same picture that you took with your dad at school.
That's not my dad, bro. I don't look like anything like him. Anything. I got a new haircut.
Just because you get your haircut doesn't mean that you don't look like your daddy.
And
My daddy's bald headed, and I look just like
I
him.
was doing it from a low angle.
Yeah.
Are you embarrassed of that picture?
You embarrassed of your own father?
Yeah, he is. That's so sad.
Oh, man.
Just because your dad's the
remember when
teacher
you
of your
sounded
second
like a
grade
little kid.
period.
You remember when I sounded like a little kid?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, every time he speaks.
Bro. You remember when I sounded like a kid?
See, but the only reason why Ferno talks the way that he does is because he watches too much Corpse on YouTube.
Dude, I'll catch y'all in 2 months.
In 2 months, he's gotta go catch up. He's gotta recharge his voice. he's gotta go watch some more Corpse.
Bro, I don't even sound like Corpse.
Well, no, you're not gonna sound like Corpse. Doesn't mean you can't imitate him.
I was literally playing Call of Duty, and this dude said I sounded like one of those anonymous people with the voice changers. I don't sound like that. I don't sound anything like that.
No, their voices make sense.
You're playing Call of Duty again? Wow.
See, I realized that I'm not Nick Merckx, and it doesn't really matter.
I still can't believe. Say, but you say that you're a FaZe member.
Yeah, man.
How can you not support your boy Merckx?
I'm not in FaZe yet.
Yeah.
What a shame! What a shame! Look, Timmy and Dr. Disrespect, they ain't even in FaZe, and they supporting them.
Right?
I feel
Neither
like-
am I. I uninstalled both games.
Well, I mean, I didn't uninstall them, but I don't play them. I never played them to begin with.
You don't like both games.
Wait, what?
You don't like both games.
No, I like the first one.
Yeah, we like 2019. We just don't like 2.
Yeah.
But we don't play any of them. I play 2 because
That's because
I
you're
like
playing
both.
2 and no one wants to play 1 anymore because 2 is out and everybody's on 2.
I play 2 because no one's on 1 or 2019.
No,
Well,
because
I'm
when
not
we
a
used to
high-level-
play 2019, you used to whine because we wasn't playing 2.
Yeah,
When was that?
Every time we played 2019, when 2 came out.
exactly.
No, I always complained 'cause we were playing Warzone and I wanted to play SND.
Yeah, you whined about that before 2 came out.
Valid.
See, she with me.
Yeah, but Warzone 1 was
Fun.
great, you know.
It
Warzone
was
2
only
is booty.
fun when we were Ninja Turtles. For
Teenage
Warzone,
Mutant
it
Ninja
was the only
Turtles.
time I found it fun playing Warzone. I played it because I wanted to be with y'all.
That's a little
Oh,
gay.
that's so sweet.
I admit DMZ was kind of fun at
Travis!
the beginning.
Hey, what?
until the rats came out.
DMC
Leave
was
that poor
fun
boy
too.
alone.
Yeah, it was until all the rats came out.
I quit playing 2 the second I loaded into a regular Warzone game and got killed by bots.
Right.
Literal bots.
That's
Yeah.
just still good. But you know, basically,
The bots can shoot through walls. What are you talking about?
I'm over here shooting at a real person and then get shot from behind by a literal bot. Like a literal NPC. And that's whenever I decided, nope, Warzone 2 wasn't for me. I don't even think they got bots in the regular Warzone now, but I'm just too stubborn to go back and play it.
I don't
Right.
like the new Warzone. I like the new Vandal map. I had to get 25 melee eliminations to get the new melee. Oh my god, I've never been so suicidal in my entire life.
That's because you ain't never had to hear yourself talk.
No, I was like 25 melee eliminations.
I don't think he got what I said.
Vandal.
Neither. It's alright. There's a lot of things that goes over his head.
So, anyways, basically, you know,
Well, basically,
Yeah,
I'm
basically.
they have a Chinese Denny or a Japanese Denny.
I mean, I'm sure there's a Chinese guy named Denny. I mean,
Yeah. Huh.
No, like there's a it's off of whatever. I can't
off of what?
pronounce.
Off of what?
I don't even.
From Umbridge?
It doesn't have any English translation. The Shiotoa Bridge, but it's not a bridge.
Well, I mean, I didn't know he was talking about somebody jumping, but you know, I thought he was
Where's the
talking
Suicide Forest at?
I have no idea.
in that place.
It's in Asia.
We were just talking about that the
Thought
other
it was
day.
in Japan.
Pineapple and them went over there.
Oh, really?
The Suicide Forest?
Yeah,
Did you record a? Never mind.
we're not
I was
Logan
gonna say,
Paul.
I was gonna say something, but never mind.
I want to go to the Suicide Forest. And I want to do just like everybody else does and not listen and walk off the path. Hey, they say just driving up to that place will screw you up. And like walking like on the designated path will screw you up.
I wonder why. Like,
I don't know. I don't know I mean, I don't really know the history behind it.
Nor do I. The only thing I know about Suicide Forest is what Logan Paul did.
That's the only reason why most people know about the Suicide Forest.
Right? I do know that either in Japan or Asia, I meant China, sorry, they're both in Asia, they have a bridge that's on the water, like floating on the water.
Yeah, floating
That-
bridge.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
hmm it's like, um, I don't know how to pronounce
Mhm.
it. Shiabia It's S or
No, try to pronounce it again.
A as Hab Uza Hira. As Hab Uza Hira.
Bless you.
Like trying to pronounce it's crazy.
Yeah, you do sound crazy.
I know I do.
Do you know that Bless You was a mandate made by the Pope? I don't know which one, but it was like in the 17th century or 1700s, so it's like 1790 or something like that. During the Black Plague, the Pope, whenever someone would sneeze, he decided, well, that's the germs and whatnot. Of course, they didn't know about germs back then. That was the disease trying to get out, so you had to say "bless you."
You know, Ring Around the Rosie is actually a song based on the Black Plague.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, pocket, because you fill the dead with fill their pockets with the posies to keep the smell away.
No, you filled your own pocket with posies to sniff around the dead.
Ah,
And that's the same time that those doctor masks, what they call it?
yeah, the one with the long beak. They were
Yeah.
filled with like vinegar and other herbs to help keep the smell.
And
From
no,
getting in.
they thought it would keep them from getting sick.
Yeah, well, it did in a sense because the vinegar and stuff would sterilize what was coming in.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that's what it was from. They just knew that
It
all that
worked.
stuff would help. Yeah.
We did one of my history classes we did like a real in-depth thing when it came to the Black Plague, because the teacher that I had was real into it. So, I mean, we spent probably a month learning about the Black Plague and every little
Wow.
thing.
There was a poem written about it, and I don't remember who did it, but we had to do that in school. Learn about the poem.
Yeah.
It had like rich people having a party, and it was describing the different rooms.
Mhm.
Then one of it was I didn't understand it because it was using all kinds of symbolism. Apparently, the house itself was sectors in the city, and then the rooms themselves were the different sectors. And then like they had one sector where everybody was wearing a black mask and not moving, and that was where they piled the dead bodies. Apparently,
Yeah, it's funny how like poetry is always going to be the number one example of this, but how I can like say one thing but mean something completely different.
right?
Like the
Politicians
symbolism.
can do that really good too.
Yeah. Yeah, they use a lot of symbolism too. Just nowadays we call that lying.
Right? Speaking of politics, I've heard that they're trying to impeach Biden.
I didn't hear that. I mean, I try to like I keep up with politics, but I try not to immerse myself in it.
Right. I
Oh,
keep up with it
yeah.
just enough to know who's president.
I really want to know that.
Right? Well, I'm thinking Biden's only got 1 year. And do we really want Harris as president? Because she's just as bad when it comes to talking, except she laughs about everything.
Well, you got one that has dementia
Yeah.
and Alzheimer's and probably everything else under the moon and the stars, and the other
Right.
one's got the mindset of a child.
Yeah, but Kamala Harris is, I'd say she's worse because she's got the functionality to ruin some crap on purpose, whereas his crap is like, oh, he's just doing what he's told right now because
What
you don't
about
know what's going
Junior?
on.
Yeah.
Junior who?
John F. Kennedy Jr.
Well, he's running for president as far as I know. He's not actually
Yeah, but what
in
Switch is saying is if they impeach Biden now,
the
Kamala
vice
Harris is
president.
going to be the one that takes over.
Oh,
Yeah, and it won't count as a term, so she can legally have 2 extra turns if she uh, runs again. I'm not saying that it'll happen, but it's still a possibility.
Yeah, I don't see her winning the presidency anyways. See, and me personally, I think the whole plan was to get him in there and win and then take him out so she could be the president. I think that was supposed to be the plan all along.
They're a little late.
Oh yeah.
Better they're starting early because of his dementia and everything.
Yeah, I don't.
Because it's only his first term, right?
Yeah,
Or
this
is it his
is
second?
this is his first term. He served as the vice president under Obama, though.
That's right.
yep, under Obama.
Yeah, so he was Obama's vice president, and then this is his first term as president,
Yeah.
and then. But I think that's what was supposed to be the plan to begin with, was to have him beat Trump in the election, and then to get him out and put Kamala in as the president, so she could be considered the first black president or first women's president. My bad.
Right. Well, I mean, in some people's opinions, that would be true. I mean, some people. I mean, he's Hawaiian, so is he really black or is he Hawaiian?
I don't know. I remember when Obama was in office and they had all that stuff that about like his birth certificate and all that, and they requested it, and they didn't get it for like another 3 or 4 weeks after they requested it and stuff like that. So everybody was saying that he faked his birth certificate, that he wasn't even really American.
Right, and then there's also a picture of someone. I'm not gonna say it's him, but it looks like him in a dress in college. And now they think Michelle and him are the same person.
Okay, now that's just dumb.
Right.
Look, there's some conspiracy theories out there that I can get behind. That one, I don't think so. Although Michelle Obama did look more like a man than he did, so I mean, there might be something to it.
Maybe they changed rules.
Maybe to say it's possible. Look, I tell you what. From when he went into office to by the time he got out of office, you could tell it took a toll on his ass.
Oh, it takes a toll on everybody, apparently.
Yeah. But like with him, it was like really noticeable.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you get elected, you have to watch his video. It's like top secret things. I really want to know what's on it. It's like,
Yeah, me too. You know, you can run as for president as soon as the age 35. I
it
got
was
3 more
40.
years. No, it's 35.
Oh.
so if
Switch,
I
if
run-
you run for president, I'm voting for you.
Yeah, I can't run.
oh,
Well, if you
Too
walk
fat.
for president, if you was to enter the presidential election, I'd vote for you.
I wouldn't do it, mostly because the president doesn't have any real power.
No, but you know, it's cool to say,
can
"Hey, I'm the
just-
president."
Yeah.
and you can push a little button and then get Coca-Cola for free.
That's the only thing Ferno's worried about.
That's why I
Yeah.
want to be president.
You could
There's
pull
a few
a.
buttons I'd push.
You could pull a little
I'd pull a-
Monica Lewinsky scandal.
I'd be pulling a Donald Trump. You're fired.
You're fired.
I would fire anybody.
You gotta do the
and
Vince
everybody I could.
McMahon. You gotta do the Vince McMahon. You're fired.
If I was president, I'd fire any and everybody I could that's in the government. Yeah,
I'd fire everybody and replace them, all of them,
yeah.
every one of them.
And I'd take job applications. There would be no more career politicians. It'd be done over with.
Look, I don't think career politicians should be a thing to begin with,
Exactly.
because all it is a big giant circle of blackmail
Right.
as a career politician. And the
Yeah,
only reason
it's
why a
not-
lot of these people do it is just to line their pockets.
Right. It's not who you know. It's what you know on who.
Exactly. That couldn't have been said any better.
Hulu
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hulu.
Netflix.
and chill.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him.
Right. I heard that the Netflix is opening up a restaurant, and also, if you share your plate with anybody, they have to pay full price.
Bro, I was gonna say a joke like that. You share the seat with anyone, they gotta pay extra.
That is so messed up.
Fuck though.
Hey, bro, if I was Netflix, I'd open up a restaurant called Netflix and Chill for real though. Could you imagine where we going to eat tonight? Netflix and Chill.
That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah.
Having to pay. Like, you gotta pay for a membership and you just get like dessert free.
Hmm.
But you like
Imagine-
the spoon costs $20 extra.
Imagine using a VPN to circumvent the theological restraints. So, like, Europe
I
has
don't,
different
don't know
things
what-
that you can watch.
I
that
don't
we
know what
can't
those
right now.
words mean. But yeah,
yeah?
I feel you. I understand.
you,
need a
use,
thesaurus.
you used a big word, Inferno's brain went, huh?
You need a thesaurus, but don't use mine. I learned that mine
A
is not only
dinosaur-
terrible,
it's
it's
a
terrible.
dinosaur, right?
Oh, shit.
What?
Yeah.
You want the thesaurus?
Isn't that
The
a
next
dinosaur?
generation is doomed.
Oh, what did you say? A thesaurus?
the thesaurus. I can't pronounce it. It's a hard word to pronounce.
The dinosaur or the thing
No,
that makes words
that would be
sound
a-
similar? Or like a
The
similar
things
name?
that make words sound similar. Thesaurus, not thesaurus. Whatever.
Ah,
It's the sore ass.
The sore ass.
Yeah,
A thesaurus.
yeah, thesaurus.
A thesaurus.
I don't even have a lisp, and that word is so hard to say without doing a lisp thing.
Don't worry, I used to have the hardest time saying aluminum.
Aluminium.
Every time whenever I was younger, whenever I try to say aluminum, it go aluminium. Yeah, aluminium.
Yeah, well, aluminium is the proper pronunciation,
Yeah,
Mhm.
only Americans say aluminum.
right? I actually just say full.
Full.
Yep, full.
The tin full.
Yep.
Yeah.
That and just for giggles, I like to say schedule instead of schedule.
Schedule.
Yes,
What?
schedule.
Says
That's how they pronounce it in England. It's schedule.
A bottle of water.
it was first month.
Oh
the
Lord.
15th on Wednesday.
Yeah, a bottle of water.
You ain't good about this clip, bro. You ain't seen about this plot.
I say that I love the way like British people talk. I really
Yeah.
do. I know Ferno hates British people, but
I actually love
Right?
British people.
In
And
Italian.
Yeah, man.
oh, and Canadians. And Canadians.
Love
Yeah.
Canadians.
He hates Canadians too.
No, I love Canadians. Love Canadians.
Yeah,
You know
sure.
what else I think I hate?
What did you say?
You wanna know
What about
something I hate?
what's that?
So you know the oil that
The
comes out
Earl.
of the the oil and stuff that comes out of the ketchup bottle?
There's oil in your ketchup bottle.
It's like weird. It's not ketchup.
It's
like
water. It is freaking water.
I hate that. I don't like that.
You
'Cause
know,
it squirts everywhere. And I don't like a certain type of squirting.
technically a tomato is a fruit, so isn't ketchup a fruit juice?
Technically.
Yeah.
Would it be a smoothie?
Only
All
if
right,
you freeze it.
we're not about to get into this argument. meow 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 meow. Oh,
I don't know if
but
we have time for it, but we were talking about conspiracies and everything. You had one that you wanted to talk about, Travis, about the pyramids.
about the pyramids.
Yeah, you said you wanted to talk about different conspiracies about the pyramids.
Oh, that'd have to be something about it for another day, bud.
All right.
Oh,
That's a long and.
did y'all know that there's a pyramid? I think something 100 meters south of Japan that looks exactly like the pyramid over in Mexico.
Doesn't surprise me.
I mean, it's a pyramid. How much different can they get?
I bet they
Right?
got the same, they have the same stairs, the same length.
Pointy rocks. It's just
Yeah.
what they are. Pointy rocks.
Uh-oh, you made a serious fucky wucky. Now you have to get in the forever box.
Guys,
welcome.
we should do a group thing where we all go somewhere.
Or we all go somewheres?
Yeah.
Just separately.
Yeah, we're all gonna go somewhere separately. Everybody, we're gonna get on video call and go to Walmart.
No, we're all gonna go somewhere, but it's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
a
separate.
vacation.
To Walmart?
Be right back.
Oh, he's going to Walmart.
Yeah, we'll meet on the produce aisle.
Uranus has suffered a pounding so hard it got tilted.
Uh,
Oh,
The planet.
Is it Uranus
planet.
like glowing now?
It's
I
tilted.
mean, I've never really had that compliment, but sure.
No, the planet is like glowing.
Probably.
No, my anus doesn't luminesce.
It's like it's got. Is it Uranus?
It's not mine. It's
It's like
dark in here.
it's Twitch. It's something. It's like one of the planets is like glowing from the inside now. And what planet's drifting off away from what's it
All of
called?
them.
No. There's one that's like supposed to be drifting off sooner than we thought.
That'd probably be Pluto.
No, it's not Pluto.
Pluto's not a planet, even though it is.
Yes, it is. Hush. Do not bully that poor baby.
It's literally smaller than our moon.
Leave that poor
Doesn't
baby
mean
alone.
It can't be a planet.
Thank you. Leave that poor baby alone.
The only reason why they say it's not a planet is because of its orbit. Is
Because
more
they're
more or
stupid.
less of a orbit of a comet or an
Yes,
asteroid.
I
one
just
of the
called
two.
scientists stupid.
Well, some of them are.
Any of them that say Pluto is not a planet?
Yeah.
I've looked up
There you
planets.
go.
Planets.
Ferno,
I know.
buddy,
I know.
shut up. You are the child in the situation. The adults are talking.
Oh, that's how it is. Wait,
Anyways,
it's.
joking. Anyways,
I got it. I got it.
forgot what I was
I
gonna say.
bet Travis wouldn't get food. from
I
the
sure
door.
hope so.
You think he fell in?
What was I
Fell
supposed to
on what?
fall into?
I don't know.
The toilet, probably.
No, sorry about that, guys. My food got here a little bit quicker than I expected it
I
to.
was right.
You were right.
Yep,
About damn time.
I
you
literally
get?
just said
Taco Bell.
Taco Hell.
Yeah.
I will catch you in the toilet. No.
That's not gonna happen to me.
This is Travis
Hey,
live from the
Travis.
toilet.
Is Uranus glowing?
We'll be in about 30 minutes, boy.
It's one of the planets. I'm trying to look it up. One of the planets is glowing.
Is glowing?
You're
Yeah.
sitting here trying to tell me my anus was glowing. Like, A, how would you know? And B, no, it's not.
No, it's not my anus. It's your anus. But yeah, about the whole conspiracy about the pyramids thing. That's going to be a little bit of a longer one. That one might have to have a podcast of its own.
I found it. It's what's it called?
You just found it.
It's Neptune.
I thought he was at the bottom of the sea with SpongeBob.
Yeah. That's Nemo.
No, Nemo's with Dory.
That's right. Wait a minute. I don't remember seeing a Neptune on SpongeBob.
King Neptune?
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know who that is.
King Neptune.
Wait, why? I don't watch SpongeBob.
The dude with the pitchfork.
Yeah, he was in the SpongeBob movie. I don't know if he was actually in any of the regular episodes.
I think afterwards he was in a couple of them.
Yeah, remember
Like
he
he was
lost
the Krusty
his
Krab.
he lost his crown because
Yeah.
Plankton stole it.
His daughter looked like Velma.
Yeah.
Kind
it
of,
looked
yeah.
Like Mermaid Velma. You're right. I agree with that one.
Smash. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think that's the game we're playing, but all right.
oh, I knew something smelled a little fishy.
All I'm saying is pity partnership.
I'd be cracking myself up sometimes.
Anyways.
Good thing you're not an egg.
No, but I'd be a little
joke
scrambled.
Is my anus leaking?
Yeah.
It's not.
Hey, yo.
You have some medical concerns that we need to address.
Well, we know it's Inferno's recent searches.
I was looking at this and it said the planet Uranus is leaking, so I click it up and the top search was "Is my anus leaking?"
Wow.
I
Is my
clicked on it.
anus-
Oh yeah, you clicked on it. He's
Of
yeah.
course you did.
Yep.
Why? It's
Where's the check?
Look, on that note,
It does do that with wear and tear.
Should have. Oh, the two-guy taker, bro. The two-guy taker. On that note, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it this week. Well, you're gonna end your relationship with your two boyfriends?
No.
No,
Oh,
but
no.
his idiots.
Confirmed.
So you are
Confirmed.
gonna
Boyfriend.
you are gonna
No.
stay with your boyfriends.
No, I don't have a relationship with anyone. Damn, I sound
Uh-huh.
Mm, I
I'm
believe
so
it.
sad.
You don't have to be lonely.
Oh, why you not have boyfriend?
Oh, why you not her boyfriend?
Yeah, why you not have boyfriend?
Because I'm straight.
Straight up gay. Oh. All right.
It's okay if you want to be gay. We'll accept you.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'll accept you. I accept everybody.
Sean, 3 months, guys.
We
In
love
3
you.
months, that's when you're gonna finally come out, huh?
No, bro.
All right, let me put a. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna hush.
I kind of want to know now.
Yeah, huh?
The answer to your question from a little bit ago was yes,
Whose question?
Travis.
Oh, the one I texted you?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. The meow meow.
Yeah, I was checking on Smokey.
Yeah.
She still hasn't had a single kitten yet.
She was checking
Wow,
on
they
the titty
got
cat.
married already?
What? What the hell did
She
you just
hasn't
say
had
to
a
me?
single kitten yet.
Yeah, so they're
So
all
they're all
married.
in they're all in relationships.
What a single lady.
Oh man. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it right here, guys. You quote of the day today: if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Do what you will with that information. I love y'all. Have a good night. Pineapple.
Good night.
Ferno.
Stay hydrated.
Switch.
Hasta lasagna. Don't get any onion.
All right, we love y'all. Have a good night, guys.